When I was in hospital, I spoke to the doctor and he said a lot of people who get what you've got don't make it full stop.
Man, how are we? Are you okay?
Well, Connor, I've got to start with huge congratulations. Burnley are back in the Premier League once again. You've had a good few weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, it's rounded off a whirlwind season, really. Lots of positives. It's a season that I'll look back personally on for a very long time.
You've been named in the Championship Team of the Season as well. That's a nice way to top everything off, Connor.
Yeah, of course. I think it was more a case that they didn't have many to choose from rather than I was the cream of the crop. But when I was at Swansea before, I should have made that team a few times before. But
now's the time.
Now's the time. It was nice. Obviously, a brilliant season for us as a whole team and for me individually. And yeah, to make the team of the season as well was brilliant.
That goal against Middlesbrough, the one you scored, is the one that secured promotion. That must have been a pretty good feeling.
Yeah, to do it against a club that I had a little bit of stick from when I was there. Got called useless many a time, but it was nice to obviously score against them, and to seal promotion on that night was brilliant. And like I say, it's a night that I'll never forget.
Tell us a bit about Vincent Kompany.
I've been lucky to work with some really good managers over my time. Obviously Graham Potter, Steve Cooper. I'd go as far as say in detail and how intricate he is with how we want to play from one game to the next. Vincent and his staff are probably up there with the best, to be honest. To come here and work under a manager who is total football, really. You can see, if you actually watch, Pep and Arteta, you can see the thinking of them all is very similar, and the way I've been asked to play this season, especially since the World Cup, kind of coming into midfield, a false fullback type of thing, which is a lot different to what I'm used to at Swansea. But to play that way, you can see obviously John Stones does it for Man City and stuff. So yeah, he's a brilliant manager, and I'm sure that he will go far, hopefully with Burnley. But if not, I'm sure he will.
I can't think of John Stones now without thinking of Erling Haaland.
The Lube. Can't do a Yorkshire accent.
You're very active on social media. I think one of my favourite Twitter accounts is the #OutOfContext Connor Roberts one. It's important for you though, isn't it?
Don't take life too seriously, Sometimes I do forget the position almost that I'm in, play for my country. I play at quite a high standard, so there is things where I do type things out, or I go to post something, I think, maybe not. It would get a lot of laughs, but maybe I shouldn't do that.
Has Joe Morrell forgiven you for calling him a jacket potato?
To be fair, that wasn't even me. That was Tom Lockyer. He was at Luton with him, and he came back and he said, "Get on this. We're calling him Spud."
So for anyone who's watching, we've all got to call Joe Morrell Spud from now on, okay?
Yeah, if you can comment on his Instagram and stuff, well done, Spud. That would be appreciated.
In Wales, Connor, you're known as the Crynant Caffw. Have you got any nicknames up here in Burnley?
No, I think a few of them have caught on to obviously the Swans and Wales fans saying that, so I think they just call me the Cymru Caffw or the Welsh Caffw. So yeah, obviously in Wales they know I'm from Crynant, so they say that, but I don't think anyone knows what Crynant is. But they probably think it's a type of sheep or something, don't they?
In terms of this qualifying campaign, you guys pretty much had the perfect start, didn't you? Did you expect things to go so well, considering the amount of change that had happened after the World Cup?
No, it was a sense of transition. When I came to Burnley at the start of this season, there was a similar thing, lots of new players, new manager, things like that. And this season with Wales is very similar. I think we've had a lot of players go and new staff members come in. It's a sense of the unknown really before we played those games, and luckily we managed to get 2 brilliant results. And for me personally, I love playing for Wales, so to do well and to win games and to get points away at Croatia where not many people do is brilliant. So hopefully that can continue, and I do pinch myself sometimes to see that I get to play for Wales. I get to walk out there, the red wall, play in amazing stadiums all over the world, and I've got 46 caps now, which is incredible to think. I never thought I would get one, to be honest, and I'll be happy if I can manage to get to 50. Will be incredible and something that no one can take away from me, and hopefully my friends and my family are proud of me for doing that.
Last season was a bit of a struggle on the pitch as well as off it. You got really ill for a period, didn't you, when you were in hospital? Just how tough was that for you and your family?
Looking back on last season, the illness, my wife was heavily pregnant and I wasn't enjoying my football. I was upset. I'll be honest, I wanted to just go home a lot of the time, and the illness just kind of put the icing on the cake for me. It was a very bad time, and in those moments I didn't think that I would be sitting here as happy as I am. I thought the only way I was going to be happy was to kind of go home and see my family and stuff. So it was a difficult time for me, and to be here and to come the other side of it is obviously massive. When I was in hospital, I spoke to the doctor and he said a lot of people who get what you've got don't make it full stop. So to almost be, I could die here, was quite scary. And obviously, like I say, my wife was at home pregnant and she was trying to ask, is he going to be all right? And they couldn't really give her a yes answer kind of thing. So a really tough time, and off the back of that it was more of just get back to having a smile on my face and enjoying what I do. And it's a good job this season I've managed to play a lot more, to play a lot better, and the achievements that us as a team and me individually have got is just brilliant to say that what's done is done and we move on now. You've
played at the World Cup, now promotion to the Premier League, but do you ever just feel like Connor from Crynant?
Yeah, I do. When I go home and I be with my daughter and my wife and I shut the door and that's me, you know what I mean? I think I always forget what I've achieved, I was at Yeovil many moons ago now, and I thought, this is amazing. Like, if this is all I do, if I play in League Two for the rest of my career, having a few fans ask for signatures, when I go back to Crynant, to the rugby club, people are like, oh, brilliant, did he win this weekend, whatever, which we didn't do much, mind you, at Yeovil, but to come from there to score in the Premier League, to playing for my country nearly 50 times, fingers crossed that I make 50, to do all that and to go home, and I go and see my mum and my gran back in Crynant, and it's just mental to think that I came from there and I've achieved, quite a lot. So I'll be grateful if my career stopped tomorrow. Like you say, as long as my family, my daughter, when she kind of knows what daddy's done, as long as she's proud of me, then I'm happy.